You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and this is 3 times the charm, or maybe it should be 3rd times the charm, because I think that's what it says in, it says that in the video card / what you see in the video, but the video title itself is 3 times the charm, by 1-800-HONEY ASMR, or as I call it, 1800-HONEY ASMR, because it's in all caps for some reason. But anyway, I will bring mention before I start reviewing this that I've heard this before. Now, I know various ASMR artists will reuse scripts by others. As far as I know, 1-800-HONEY, or I guess I'll just call her Honey just to make things quick. As far as I know, all of her things are like rescripts. All of them are adapted from other people's scripts. I don't believe she writes her scripts at all. In the description, she says, "The only thing I own is my voice." So I think that's just how it works. And I've heard this script before. And if I knew the bloody video, I would tell you. Because I know I've heard it before. I know, but I just can't remember specifically who did it, what the video was. I tried looking for it. If I can find it later and put it in an editing or whatever, it'll be there. But for now, I just can't remember what it was. It bugs me so much that I can't, but I can't. So I've heard this one before by another one, who I presume also adapted this script. But that's just one thing I'll bring mention to before I go in. So with that in mind, we can begin this. Now, the interesting thing about this is that this is a very well-structured audio. The script is, in this case. Because, keep in mind, I'm critiquing the script, because the script is the scenario. So, in a sense, because I've already heard it, I'm not really being shocked. So I'm just giving credit to the script and really her enactment of the script in that sense. So, again, we will not give penalty for doing a rescript because people do what they do to get what they get. But I will bring mention to it if I have heard this audio before. So that's how it goes. But, thankfully, this structure is very easy to understand, but the quips in between are all great. The interaction between is all great. So, there's really 2 points of this scenario. The first is when she comes up and talks to you, and then the second part is when she's done talking to you, and then she's basically having an inner monologue to herself, reflecting about, after talking to you and whatnot. That is basically the 2 main points of this. So to begin with the first part, begins with her coming up to your house, and she describes who she is. So in this case, let me establish the premise, on its own for you, because the premise on its own is very powerful. Short yandere girl from the gym is your neighbor. Okay, this is what's going on. This is the scenario here. And, that's, ASMR can come up with a lot, but that one is particular, because, I have a bit of a thing for the short girls, I'll admit. I do. And then she's, fit with, the gym. I work out myself, and it's, this yandere energy, this shy energy, Okay. Have to keep it under control, though. If you get tickled, you can't, you can't laugh until the end, right? Yeah, as they say, the belly cannot bellow, right? So I gotta keep it under control, okay? But this is the scenario, a very powerful scenario, a very potent scenario. It'll work over you. And in this case, she introduces herself, and it's this case where she says, "Oh yeah, well, I was your neighbor and whatnot," and then she says, "Oh, where do I know you from?" "Oh, the gym, I know you from the gym," etc. And then she goes to say, or to offer you wine. She says, "Oh, well, I got a wine glass here and I got some wine, so do you want a drink?" And then you go, "No, I don't drink." Which is true. This is true on several accounts. I don't go to the gym, but I do work out, and I don't drink, so, some things are lining up here, and she's like, "Oh, well, I don't drink either, but, can we just have it as a testament or something?" And you're still like, "No." which I would be too. It's like, no, don't drink, no, not even for entertainment, not once, not ever. But from there, she pesters it quite a lot to you, and I believe it's later extrapolated, because this is going to be a multi-part audio. This is something I didn't mention. I've seen all 3 parts of this by, again, whoever uploaded the original one. If I can find the bloody thing, I'll put it in the video or whatever, but I can't remember who, but I've seen this, okay? I've seen this audio, this scenario specifically, and in 3 parts too. So I know that. Besides that, I believe in like the 3rd part or something of this, it's mentioned that she planned on like drugging you or whatever with this drink. This drink was like a deliberate act against you to get like you imprisoned or whatever. That she takes you in, and then you confess, and so I already know what's going on here. That is a good one. So when she updates it, because she said this is going to be a part 1 of this, so it's probably going to be like a part 3 as well. So maybe I'll do some update thing eventually for my other multi-part things too. But I know that that's the case. Basically, this wine here is meant to drug you and take you in and whatnot. And it does not work because of my stubbornness. Eventually, she says, "Oh well, can I come in and just get to know you more and whatnot?" So our relationship isn't just hello, how are you? I want to be friends with you or whatever. Which is nice on the endearing end. One thing I'll say is, whoever uploaded the original one had more of a chill impression on this. And I'll say, I don't think 1-800-HONEY is exactly the best on yandere kind of characters as much. I think she's better more so on the, what would be the term? The like high school girl, folksy, kind of like, like happy chipper type. More so than like a yandere type. I think there are certain, people have their certain aptitudes and whatnot. And I wouldn't say generally Honey is as good at like the quiet, calculated, possibly evil yandere type. But in this one, the good thing is she gets that like good shy girl energy and also this like nice folksy energy. So I'm really liking that one. And I will say, I don't remember the original one who uploaded this, but I prefer this one to that one. I can say that. I prefer this one. I think this was better done specifically by Honey, how she did it. And I know on times I've said that I don't think she did it better than, the other person. But in this case, I think it's actually superior, so I can give that. But as I was saying, she like invites herself in, and she's like, "Oh, can we have tea or coffee or something?" and whatnot. And you're like, "Oh, well, I have to like go in 30 minutes." And then she's like, "Oh, well, You also give like the one, my place is dirty, I think." And then she's like, "Oh, well, I could clean it for you." And you're like, "No, I have to go." So she's like, "Oh," she's kind of like perplexed by that, and then you're like, "Oh, well, I have to go into the shower or whatnot before I go," and whatnot, and basically she like insists on going, and you say no, so she's turned down, and then she ends up leaving. Doesn't get her way, but then the second half of this is her going on this inner monologue. She kind of reflects on her like thoughts of her first speaking to you. And it's kind of endearing and kind of like honest, and I like it. It starts off real well with this like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Again, this like high school like fangirl sort of energy. Again, different from a lot of yanderes. Yanderes have this like crazy, obsessed kind of like demeanor. Whereas she gives more of like a fangirl kind of vibe, which I like from a yandere. Makes it feel more wholesome, makes it feel less threatening and whatnot. I like that stuff. So she has this kind of energy, and she's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." And then, she kind of goes on her excited rants about you. She's all like, because when she introduces herself, she's like, "Oh, well, you're so tall, whatnot. You're so tall and muscular. You're towering over me. Your thigh is probably bigger than my waist." And that might be true of me as well in real life, honestly. But She's like, oh, he's so tall and whatever, and he smells so nice, and she's like, yeah, you get this cute moment where she's all like, who needs a shower when they smell just that good when they wake up? Like, again, this fangirl kind of vibe, and I like this stuff because you don't get it much, honestly. You don't get that kind of thing, and I actually really like that. I'm more comfortable with that than the Yandere kind of thing, to be honest. So I'm a fan of that one. And, you get that. And from there, then she basically, like, ponders, like, what you said. So you said, like, oh, I'm going out or whatever. And she's like, where are you going out? I already, like, checked your phone, and I don't know who you would be going out with, and I think you went to the supermarket yesterday, etc., etc. Where are you going out? And then she, like, reminds herself that apparently her therapist said it's not good to, like, I don't know, dote in that obsessive of a way and stalk in that way. She was just like, oh, I have to trust that, and you get this kind of impersonal element where, and this can get kind of creepy when you have, like, the shy person who's, like, in love with someone else, and they have these, like, imaginings of their relations with someone else, but they don't really know that person at all, so it's kind of just creepy obsessions and creepy fantasies, when they really have no relation to the other person. You get a little bit of that for a second, but, she at least talked to me, and when she talked to me, she was all, she was all hyped, so, that's good, but, from then, she pretty much just says, oh, well, I'll just set an alarm for myself. I'll, go to sleep now, and I guess we'll just see you later. So she made progress on her mission to talk to me and whatnot, so that's how it goes. So that's the summary. And that gets it out most of the way. Again, so that's the motivation of it, that's the summary of it, that's the situation. So anything else to say is the art. I do like the art. Honey always has a real good look. Real good quality, real good audio, real good look. I'll say that. So what you have is this girl with, like, white hair, and she's got red eyes with the heart crazy look going, and she's got this, like, red turtleneck kind of thing, and the background's red, and it's kind of this intense look. But, overall, the Yandere doesn't come across as murderous, at least at this point in the story. So, it is what it is. But that's the art. It's good art. I think it fits well. I mean, the white hair is a sign of intelligence traditionally with the Japanese, so that's how it goes. But yeah, that's really all I would have to say. I don't really have anything bad to say in terms of structure. Like, I think the only thing that you could not like is if you didn't like the scenario for some reason. So, honestly, I really don't have anything bad to say. So, the rating will be audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 5 out of 5, overall rating 10 out of 10, rank legend. So, only thing that I would say would hold it back is if you didn't like the scenario for some reason, or you didn't like the fact that you've seen this before, or maybe you didn't like her take on the character specifically. I liked it personally. I thought it was an interesting way and a good way, and maybe a way that should be more explored of doing Yandere. So I'm a personal fan of that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, Honey-chan, Honey fan. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.